you're going to be playing the Thanos to the Avengers.
I firstly understood that this is going to be a very powerful character in the film. There's no one more powerful than him alone in the film.
What is your hunger like as an actor?
I want to be on the top. That's what I want to do. That's why I'm here.
Do you also want to work maybe in foreign films?
I've sort of experienced this thing that the kind of roles that I'll get will be very limited in terms of my looks.
This recent, controversy around Animal, for example, this entire alpha male.
And with Animal, I found it to be a brilliant film. Hi, this is Rishabh Sawhney. You're watching Connect Cine with Faridoon.
Rishabh Sawhney, welcome on Connect Cine.
Thank you, Faridoon. Thank you so much.
Okay, so you're talking something about why it's important not to get stereotyped.
I mean, for any actor, I think it would be important not to get stereotyped because there are thousands of roles or thousands of characters that actors can play, and I'm sure every actor would want to explore and play different characters every time, including myself. I would love to do a lot of different variety of roles because I think I can. I'm very keenly interested in doing comedy. I would love to play, a spy, a con man. There are so many interesting characters and things which you cannot do in real life. And through acting you can sort of do them. Even like if you're playing the role, you get to live like that character. So I would like to explore all of that.
In one of your interviews, you mentioned that Siddharth told you that you're going to be playing the Thanos to the Avengers. I think that's a very interesting brief.
Yeah, agreed.
So what was your process like of imagining yourself as Thanos?
So my process was, so when you think about Thanos and how the film went, how Avengers went, he wiped off how he wiped off half of humanity, and it was for no good reason. He just thought there are too many people. So, and the stature that he was taking on this whole team of superheroes, and he was single-handedly beating them to death. So when that brief was given to me, I got really excited because I firstly understood that this is going to be a very powerful character in the film. Like there's no one more powerful than him alone in the film. And secondly, I knew that I would get to build muscle for this, which I had been wanting to do for a long time. So yeah, that was pretty much it. I was really excited when I got that brief, and I thought that was like a perfect, sort of an example and an analogy to give me for this character. Because if you look at the whole Air Force team, there are like 5, 6 officers that I am fighting, and I had to be that big and look that scary so that people can believe that okay, he can actually take them on single-handedly.
I've interviewed many actors. The sort of vocabulary that you're using, it's pretty interesting. You're using words like stature, you were using words like analogy. बहुत से actors को पता भी नहीं होगा कि analogy होता क्या है. आपका reading क्या करते हो आप? मतलब what is your reading process like? Do you like to read?
I recently, like not recently, it's now been about 2 years since I started reading books. And I started with the whole concept because someone explained that if you read books, your imagination becomes better. You sort of imagine things much better. So then I just started reading it. I've been reading mostly books that are about, personality development, how to become sharper, how to become better at anything that you do. Mostly self-help books, and then I love to read autobiographies. I've read quite a few autobiographies and biographies as well. I do reading about, like, I'm into Buddhism, so I read a little bit about Buddhism as well. And I like to read about different mythologies and different cultures and stuff. So I read, but I don't have any specific genre that I read. I read very different things. Whatever that can help me to gain more knowledge about stuff that I don't know.
What is your hunger like as an actor?
See, I want to do really big things, man. Like, once I got serious about acting, I had it in my mind that, come what may, I have to do something really big and I have to go for like big projects and good characters, trying to work with good directors. I want to be on the top. That's what I want to do. That's why I'm here. I'm very hungry. I'm very disciplined. I don't like to waste my time on a lot of stuff which people say, is normal. Like, going on drives. I don't like all that. I don't like to go sit on the beach. and waste my time like that. For me, it's either I'm doing something related to my work or I'm doing something which is related to my other works. So it's more about just right now. It's the best time for me, or like I think at the age that I am right now, if I can maximize my time and devote it towards getting better and growing bigger, then it'll be much better for me in the future.
Right. So I think you tend to come across as far more mature than the 25-year-old that you are. But
I am not 25. I'm 31.
you're 31.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
31.
but why are they calling you 25?
I have no idea. They've even every article has said that I have an elder sister which has pissed her off, but she's my younger sister.
Interesting. But have you come across that your age is 25 years? Your birth year
25
seems to be
years old. I'm
98.
6 feet 2 inches.
Your birth year
Yeah,
is given
man.
as 98,
I read that.
1998.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There are a lot of articles like that, a lot of them, and I don't know where they're getting that information from.
Okay, all right. So even if, say you're 31, for example. Okay, but still, I think you're still very young. What is the importance um, of that fun element in a youngster's life? Because you spoke about doing comedy. You're a Cancerian, from what I understand.
Yeah.
I think Cancerians, they tend to have a natural sense of humor. What do you think is the importance of having that sense of fun? Because that also adds an
It,
element of effortlessness in your performances as an actor.
Definitely, yeah, it's very important. In fact, in my 20s, in my late teens, in my 20s, I think till about 4 years back, I have partied like an animal. I have had the best time of my life. I've traveled, I've seen the world, I've met people from different countries, and I've had lot of fun because I think it's so important to do all of that because the personality of a person is a very key plays a very key role in where you go in life. And if you don't have fun, if you don't have all these experiences and you don't have fun while doing these experiences, you will not have that life experience which will at a certain age make you content that okay, I have done that and it's time to get serious now. And you draw a lot of stories and a lot of memories and a lot of experiences from all of these fun activities that you do. So I think it's very important for everyone to just have the time of their life, till the time they can, till the time they think they're young enough to do it. And I think it's one of the most important things because without that, you won't be able to develop a personality.
You have looks which are international. Do you also want to work maybe in foreign films? If not Hollywood, maybe some other film.
No, no, definitely. Yeah, why not? In fact, because of my experience and my interaction with a lot of casting people, I've sort of experienced this thing that the kind of roles that I'll get will be very limited in terms of my looks because I can't play everyday characters here. And I would love to go because outside I'll get a variety. Like I think I'll get a bigger variety or a bigger pool of characters to choose from.
Mm.
Like if they're making a Hindi film where the lead or a very important character in the film is say a cab driver. I don't think I'll even be considered to play that part because it'll be very difficult to show me as a cab driver. But if the same film is being made outside India, there people like there the cab drivers also look a certain like they have different looks, different ethnicities. So, I can play that role there, but I don't think I can play it. I wouldn't be considered to play it here.
All right. Now, with this recent, I think, controversy around animal, for example, this entire alpha male and the conversation which is never ending right now. How do you look at such conversations when people talk about the intentions of the filmmaker and this entire alpha male, I think, conceptualization that how it can be rather, I think, toxic for the society or male toxicity and all that stuff. So how do you look at this conversation?
I don't think this conversation is the right one to have because I'm pretty sure the filmmaker's intention is not to promote this while making the film. He's making the film so that it can be an entertaining piece of art that you can look at and enjoy, have a good time, and go out of the theater thinking, okay, we watched something. And with Animal, I found it to be a brilliant film. Yeah, there are things, there are parts in the film which everyone doesn't agree on, and people say that they're not right. But then again, people need to realize that films are a medium of entertainment. They're not dictating anyone to, how you should live your
Mm,
life. People make their own choices, and in 2024 we have a lot of social media, a lot of internet available to a lot of people.
mm.
So anyone who wants to educate themselves or other people about all of these alpha male toxicity and everything, they can do that through the internet, and let films be a medium of entertainment only. Because when I watch a film, I don't go thinking, okay, I'm gonna learn something from it, other than the acting part. But like, I'm gonna learn something from the story, or I'm gonna pick up and behave like this certain character after the film. When I go in and it's pure entertainment. It's like 2.5, 3 hours of my life which I'm giving to myself to be entertained. I don't want to sit there and judge films. So I don't really believe in these conversations, because I think it's just you can educate anyone in this age about anything that you want, because there's so much internet.
Right. So when you see that so much, I think so many judgments can be passed about certain characters, certain films, certain roles. Um, will that be in a way criterion for you while choosing your future projects that यार इस पे कहीं कुछ कंट्रोवर्सी ना हो जाए?
Not really. I don't think so. As I said again, before I started acting, I was an audience, and I'm still an audience for films. But even now, when I go to watch a film, I'm not judging it, and I really want to tell people also to stop judging everything. Like, there's no point being so sensitive about everything and judging everything, because then how and when are you having fun with that thing? If you're going to watch a movie, if someone's making a movie, the whole purpose is to, go enjoy it, watch it, forget about whatever is going on outside in your life, just be immersed in the experience. And yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it's being twisted, and people are taking the wrong messages out of films, which is not good. But then again, I will not let it control my decision making in terms of choosing a character.
Okay. When was it that you decided that you want to become an actor?
So I was actually, I decided to become an actor after I started doing theater, and I had
Mm,
shifted to Bombay. I had come to Bombay for like a year, just to try out how the industry works and if I like it or not. Because this, I had no plans of coming to Bombay before that. I was working in Delhi as an engineer, and I was working with American Express. And during that time, this friend of mine who's an actor, he used to keep coming to Delhi, and he told me 2, 3 times that, you should come to Bombay. You might just find good work in the industry. And I was like, okay, I didn't take him seriously at first. But then in 2017, there was some personal stuff going on in my life, and I was like, I can't stay in Delhi. So I had a discussion with my parents, and we discussed that okay, I'm going to go to Bombay for a year and try out in the industry. And then when I started theater, that is when I realized that this is something that I really love. Like, I was for the first time learning stuff on my own. I was making efforts to make sure that I learn more, and I was बोलते ना, like when you're in school and you become a teacher's pet. So I became like that. I was doing stuff on my own. I was surfing the internet to learn more stuff. I was looking out for workshops, and before this, I'd never done that for anything. So that is when I realized that, okay, this is something I really want to do for the rest of my life.
which was that performance? Any actor's performance that really triggered your inclination towards acting?
I wouldn't say it's a performance. I would say it's a show that really triggered my inclination towards acting. It was there's this show by HBO. It's called
Mm,
Entourage. So that show is about Mark Wahlberg's life story, and that show I saw that show and I was like, this is something amazing.
mm.
So in that show, they show this actor who's living with his friends and he's living the proper Hollywood life. And I was like, this is something I really want to do. And but this is like really something I really want to do. And that is what sort of even gave me a slight inclination. Ki, "ठीक है, we can look at this as a career option."
Given a chance to do like a romantic role opposite Tripti Dimri, will you accept that?
Yeah, why not? I mean, she's doing really good right now, and she's a brilliant actress. And I'm sure the film would also be really nice with both of us in it.
You've also worked in Empire, so you've dabbled both in OTT as well as big screen. How do you look at this thinning of lines? Like a good project anywhere can literally catapult you to big stardom. So do you feel it's the acting that matters and not the medium?
Definitely. I mean, if I am offered a role, or if I get through and I bag a role which is brilliant, I won't really look at it if it's I won't really look at it if it's going on into the cinemas or if it's coming out on OTT. And right now, there's a huge audience, much bigger audience for the OTTs than the audience that goes to the cinema, is what I feel. So both the mediums are equally important, and both the mediums are equally good, I think.
Okay, so post fighter, what sort of roles have started coming your way?
Right now, I've been offered a couple of projects where, again, it's a negative character that is being offered to me. But right now, I'm still holding on and having more conversations about other
Mm.
projects. There are some stuff in the pipeline which I can't speak about right now. But yeah, I mean, hopefully, you guys will see me more at by the end of this year.
You've had Hrithik Roshan as your co-star. He's someone who's an extremely giving actor. He's also very philosophical. Anything that Hrithik said to you that has stayed with you? Anything that you learned from?
Mostly during the performance. I mean, he made, like I've mentioned before, there was an instance where I was a little nervous while when we were doing the action, and he made it really comfortable for me. He said something which made a lot of sense. He's like, "It's your job to punch me, and it's my job to, make sure I don't get punched. Don't be nervous. Just go all in." And I was like, "Okay, that really eased me out and helped me do the action better."
Mm.
Other than that, we did not have a lot of conversation because both our characters were pretty intense, and I really didn't want to disturb him if he was, in his process or something. And I myself was not speaking much to anyone on set because I really wanted to stay in the character's mindset.
Finally, Rishabh, how do you sum up some of the entire experience of Fighter? Its release, the film doing well at the box office, um, doing well overseas as well. How do you sum up this entire journey?
In 2 words, if I would sum it up, I'll say I'm grateful, and it's been nothing short of magic.
Mm.
Because like from the time when I got selected for the part to the whole preparation to shooting the thing and waiting for it to come out, and like it was all a surprise to me how everything came out. Right, I didn't know that my first look was going to be revealed in the song. I did not know I was going to come out in the trailer because I was told that we're going to keep it under wraps because it's a new face that is going to come out, and we don't want the public to know before the film
Mm.
releases. So I had no idea how it was going to be planned. And when my look was revealed in that song Heer Asmani, I was not I was on vacation, and I was with my friends, and I got this someone sent me this link, and they said just listen to the song and watch the full video. And I remember I saw the song. By the time the song ended, I was like, my phone literally fell from my hand at that time. I got so excited looking at it. In fact, after the trailer, also, when they added my scenes in the trailer, it was it's so overwhelming for me because I got such a good response from the audience. Ritik sir posted about me, Anil sir posted about me, the whole Martflix team was posting about me, and everything was just like it was a surprise. I had no idea this was going to happen. So when everything was happening, it was like I was just thanking my stars and thanking God for the way things went down. I think yeah, it was nothing short of magical for me.
Amazing. So Rishabh Sani, congratulations on your wonderful journey so far, and I'm sure that you're going to go from strength to strength. All the best wishes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Faridoon. Thank you so much.